What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Indescribable, a.k.a. Jerrilyn Lake, checking in with my bestie for the restie,
Lynee Monet, and you are listening to the She Said It First podcast and the Urban One podcast on the Urban One Podcast Network. Here for you.
Ooh, friend, I like when you do that, friend. I like when you do that.
Is we in person or is we in person?
I just feel like first of all, giving honor to God who's the head of my life.
Come on.
First of all,
Give it to him.
I'm so grateful to be here.
I feel it.
God is good all the time. And all the time.
God is good.
Amen. He blesses those who bless themselves. And I think it's just
Though I walk through the valley.
Why you turned it into a valley? I thought we was having fun, friend. Next thing I know, we struggling. What's going on? Oh my gosh. Okay, so us. We've been trying to get together for the longest.
I know, right?
And I'm so excited for us to finally be in the same space. But friend, we got to do what we always do.
What?
Because this is no different.
I know.
You got to tell me what irritated you this week.
I'm gonna tell you just off this morning.
Because I know
this morning.
I know something in the last 30 minutes got you. So what was it?
Because coming in and waking up at 4 a.m. putting a full face of makeup on ain't for the week.
I know.
Girl, ain't for the week. I had people literally looking at me in the airport like, who is this?
She must be important.
Has to, because it's 4 a.m.
Right.
It is 4 a.m.
But
and
you
you are
look great.
fully beat. You just
You
look
look
amazing.
You pulled it off.
But that was crazy because like when you trying to sleep on a plane,
yeah.
you don't want, I can't hit one of these.
Yeah.
I can't, you know what I mean? So
you gotta get the neck thing and just sit up like this.
Child, that was stressful.
What if they hit the little turbulence?
That was and this girl, every time that plane dipped, girl, I wanted to scream. I didn't know if this was the last time, but
no,
Jerrilyn, I was terrified. Every time I dip, a little turbulence.
It's giving turbulence. Ooh, she's shaking the table. Y'all just gotta stay tuned. That's a little inside joke between me and my bestie.
Yes.
Freya, I'm sorry that the ride was a little rough, but I'm glad you're here.
I know.
And you look amazing.
Thank you so much.
She look amazing, y'all. She looks great.
Thank you.
So even though the road was a bit rocky,
yeah,
you still managed to pull it off. You look amazing and fabulous now.
What irritated
Unfortunately,
you?
I have to.
What irritated you?
Now, as a 35-year-old person, you would think I'd be over this.
What?
But let me tell you, every time I go to that gynecologist, listen, I want to fight that heifer. Let me tell you, I want to put my hands on it. It don't even matter. I know exactly what's going to happen every time I go. I do the same thing every time I go. It's the same tests. It's the same machines. It's the same. I don't care how comfortable you get with me. I hate it. I don't like the instruments. I don't like the cold table. I don't like being naked. I don't like you. Normally, I don't mind a little fondling of the breast.
Girl, get out of here with that.
But ma'am,
because you fondling a little too long.
You ain't bought me a drink or nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, and at this point, you
ain't asked me my favorite color.
Up in here, you don't know nothing about me. And then we up in here trying to get to know each other. Talking about, so how many sexual partners have you had? Ma'am, that's too far. Ask me
and
what.
I'm a lie. Because it ain't none of your business. It's none of your business.
You know what be funny? I remember when I used to go with my mama.
Not you in there with your mama.
And because like when you first going, you don't know what's gonna happen. Your mama gotta go and hold your hand and walk you through it.
I do remember that. I did have my mama coming with me.
Up in that line to the lady.
Girl, you got to.
You just got to make sure. My mama needs to know that I was a virgin until I was 30. Mm-hmm. That's what she needs to know.
Girl.
And so I was up in there. They told me something. Well, so have you been sexually active in the last?
Nope.
I had to look back first.
Never have I ever.
I have to see if my mama paying attention if she on her phone.
Put a finger down. If you've never
put me down, take me out, put me to sleep for good.
Girl, especially when they ask about liquor or smoking. Girl, I'll be like, nope, never drank anything.
Have you ever had?
And back then, girl, I used to smoke like a chimney. I don't smoke no more. Hell, girl.
I would have said, when you say alcohol, you mean, because I use rubber alcohol sometimes, to clean the back of my neck after I get out the shower, because you got to make sure all the dirt is gone.
Completely oblivious.
But that's the extent of my alcohol
intake.
That's
for sure.
That's it right there. But I mean, it just never gets easier, and I feel like something needs to be done. We need to do like a mass overhaul of the gynecology industry and just making it easier, more comfortable. And
I mean, how? Girl, you still got the spread on wide. Ain't no way to get inched into that. She's gonna leave money on the table.
I
might lift that leg up. She leave a little money on it.
$40. Sometimes, baby, you just got to make it do what it do. And I mean, unfortunately, it is uncomfortable, but it's something that we got to do as women. So I did get, my clean bill of health. So shout out to that. But man, I hate going up in there.
I feel you.
I don't even want to see the lady no more.
I feel
She
you.
was trying her best too. I was like, listen here, white lady. Go ahead and do what you're going to do up in there. Come on out.
Thank you.
Come on up out of there. Come on. Now, speaking of getting on up out of there, friend, you got to ask me.
Girl, what happened?
I'm glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked. Child, they done took the balloon popping game mainstream on Netflix, friend.
Girl.
On Netflix. Now, I will say that I was happy to see Yvonne Orji hosting it.
Yeah.
But there have been some mixed reviews. People are kind of saying they didn't like it, and it was kind of, I guess, whitewashed. I don't know. It was some terms that I heard. So, it's a YouTube sensation. It was created by Arlette Muley, who was the original host online. So as it gained popularity, Netflix said, hey, we're going to put you on TV. And so she basically acts as the host while I think it is her husband has stayed on to be an executive producer of the show.
Okay.
So they say that it was a little colonization going on. That's what they say. That's what they say. So when we give corporations the opportunity to come in our space and do these things, I think we are essentially saying, I trust you to make this bigger than what it is, but I don't think people realize what they have when they have it.
Yeah, and
You know
that's
what I mean?
unfortunate. And that's the part I think I dislike strongly. Because what you like about Yvonne and what you like about, Arletta, it's completely
Arlette.
completely different people.
Yeah.
Right? But Arlette is somebody, when she comes on there, she's very mild-mannered. She do a lot of laughing, but she's not a comedian, right? And I feel like the people who come on there are just natural-born comedians themselves, so they don't need another comedian. And that was the problem. People wanted a moment, and Yvonne's already a comedian. People were on there cracking jokes. People was coming in there doing the most, and it was so chaotic, girl.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't even hear what people were saying. She was trying to host, but she also was cracking jokes. They was talking over her. She could barely get words out, and that's not the type of show.
It was too produced.
It was too produced.
Like we liked the budget to be $0.
We do.
Like I think we enjoyed that part.
No, seriously, that was the best part about it. It's like, oh, this is simply done. Like, and I can relate to it. It feels like something I can go on. But when you put it on Netflix and then you got everybody trying to crack jokes, it's nothing.
Everybody
worse.
trying to get their 15 minutes,
Girl.
and you can tell like it was that one guy who came with the he walked up like behind a tree or something.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm not sure what but the sister that popped her balloon immediately.
Yeah, no, like
the one who popped as soon as she saw the first branch of the tree, she said, "Bah!" I said, you know what? That's my sister right there. That's my kind of girl.
Yeah,
because don't come in here with that foolishness.
With that foolishness.
Think about you trying to date that man. And that's how he act.
Girl.
Suppose y'all see, I don't like, I'm a goofball. You know this. But when it's time to be serious, it's time to be serious.
Facts.
And just imagine being with somebody who think that's funny during a serious
all
moment.
the time. And you like trying to go on a date and he hiding behind a car waiting for you to come. Like you thought I wasn't going to come. Like, get your goofy stupid.
Now if I get spooked and stab you, then what?
Now what? Now we're calling the police. Now I did too much.
We're
now
not on Netflix no more. Now we on...
Okay, now it's real life. Okay, reality.
Now we on First 48.
Exactly.
Okay? Now they looking for your body.
Exactly. Girl, like, yeah, it was just too much goofiness. It wasn't serious enough. And I think, Arlette brings a level of seriousness because it seemed like she really trying to find matches for people.
And people that was on there was seriously trying to find
Thank you.
people.
But this didn't seem like anybody was serious about finding. I don't even know if they made any matches because everybody was just popping. Girl,
I didn't even stick around to find out.
Girl, I know.
I don't know what they did on that show.
And then, girl, let me tell you what happened for real. So I watched it. I put it on, and I fell asleep. Girl, and it woke me up. Like the church, it's 3 a.m. in the morning and church being about, like, and God said, and I was like, what, girl?
Not you fell asleep to BET.
Girl, I thought I had went to heaven. I was like, what happened? Girl, I was terrified. So, like, that's what happened. It woke me up because so many people was laughing and giggling. Kiki, it was just so loud. I was like, oh, this
and
is
I feel like once too many people start laughing, it's not funny no more.
Thank you.
To
Like,
me.
right, you
I'm like,
don't
we've
laugh
gotten
no more.
all the laugh out of it. You know what I mean? Like, relax.
Like, everybody laughing.
You've laughed
funny.
enough.
Right.
You've all laughed enough. But I think this whole thing reminds me of Love is Blind. When Love is Blind first came out, the very first season with Cameron and
I love them.
Cameron and Lauren, they're my all-time favorite couple.
Yes,
and I
agreed.
think there was a genuineness that was present during the first season. And now you see people on here, like last season, girl, Tyler with all these children that he wasn't claiming.
Oh my God.
And I don't think the kids know what I look like. Sir, there are pictures of you on Facebook with the children unwrapping Christmas gifts. Like what are you?
They know exactly who
what
you
are
are.
They know who you are, what you look like you live with them. And so I thought that was all very, like, I think people were doing it for clout.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
That's how I feel about the balloon popping show now on Netflix.
Friend, what was wrong with her doing it? What was wrong with Arlette doing the show? Like, I love
it. Needed to be produced.
I just don't understand the reason it. Like, if it was their show, and like you said, literally go back to exactly what you said. Sometimes people just don't know what they have. Like, and I think that's a valuable lesson for anybody who has something great. Look at the numbers. People are tuning into that show. It's all over my feed. I don't care if I'm on Instagram, YouTube,
whether you want to see it or not.
Thank you. It's on there. I wish they would have paid attention to the numbers and saw, like, we don't need somebody else to boost this. It's already boosted. I'm sure they could look at the ratings on Netflix and see how many people tuned in, hoping and wishing that it was going to be the same vibe. Girl, look at that. I'm sorry, Yvonne, and I love her. Okay,
this just wasn't.
She got to go.
It wasn't. And my thing is this too. Like, this is what happens when people get too big too fast. Because I think that she was just doing something, and it was just fun for her at the time.
Yeah,
I don't think she thought it was going to be a Netflix special. And so when you blow up like that, you don't even. She might not have had the business, know it all to understand how to go in there and negotiate and say, okay, I understand how valuable this product is. I'm not gonna let you just do what you want with it. And so she might not have had those negotiation skills. This makes me think about the company We Work. Okay, so this is so random, but I watched a documentary, not a documentary. It was a limited series about the original founders and CEO of the company We Work. Now, y'all know We Work is a co-working space. People can rent or lease a space to go and, have their businesses, or if they're freelance artists or whatever. And so this guy basically manipulated a bunch of wealthy people into giving him money for these co-working spaces. Oh, wow. By selling them a dream and lying about the valuation period. Before you get investors, they need to know how much the company's valued at. Yeah. This man lied and was like, 40-something million. So people just kept giving him money. And before he made any money back, he would just go open a new location. This man had over 300 and some locations. By the time people realized that he didn't have no business acumen, like he didn't know what he was doing.
Child, that's crazy.
It was
genius,
but also crazy. And they talk about that in the series. It's on Apple TV. If you want to watch it, it's called We Crashed. So, but it was funny to me because that's kind of how I see this balloon pop series. I think that it was great for what it was, and people watched it, and it was entertaining. But now you've overproduced. You've done too much too fast, and you could have just nurtured it.
Keep it simple,
and
stupid.
You could have nurtured it the way that it was and kept some of the original components and had a really great show. No shade to Yvonne Orji. We love you, sis.
We love you so much.
We didn't like
this
the Netflix pop.
We didn't. And I don't think you did either. I'm almost certain she looked back, because she seemed like a real one. Yeah. I'm almost certain she looked back at that and was like, this is a mess.
Maybe not.
Like, this is a mess.
Yeah,
because it was live. You know what I mean? So you don't know, when you're doing stuff live, you don't get a chance to edit or like know how things are going to go. Yeah. So I'm sure she got a chance to look back at that and was kind of like, yikes.
I mean, well, that's a lesson for a lot of people. Like, sometimes you got to retain control of your assets. Absolutely. And nobody knows that better than our next story guest.
Look at you.
Pinky Cole. You like how I did that right now?
I like it.
So everybody knows Pinky Cole at this point, the original owner of Slutty Vegan. Yes. So she recently retained her company. She did an interview with Earn Your Leisure podcast, and she spoke about how she lost her company, how she had to basically bid on it to get it back. So it was valuated at about $100 million, and then they went into financial crisis. So she lost her company for, says, 43 days, having to place a bid on it to get her company back. But during the interview, she spoke about the valuable lesson of hiring the right people for the job the first time and paying people what they are worth right at the beginning. I think this is, that in itself right there is just the lesson. Like, it's fun to do things and scale and grow. But if you're not making sure that it makes sense every step of the way, at some point you're gonna have to go back and redo what you didn't do right the first time. And I think that's basically what she's saying. So what do you think about, like, just having the right people around you?
Oh my God.
And I know you know.
Girl, oh my God.
For the sake of filming this podcast.
Exactly, like, girl, oh my God.
'Cause we
As
talk
an
a lot.
entrepreneur overall, and even if you're not entrepreneur, like it don't always have to go to that because you just need the right people around you,
Right.
period. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Entrepreneur or not. But when you're an entrepreneur, you are trying to figure out how to hire the right people.
Right.
And you make a lot of mistakes along the way, which is probably why me and Jerrilyn, not trying to put your business out there because
Yeah,
I'm
now
right
she
with
finna
you.
tell my business.
Girl, we do everything ourselves
We do.
because
We do.
we don't trust nobody. Like this is the problem.
Mm.
Because the next thing you know, you done hired somebody and now it's like, give me what you got for a
Pork
pork chop.
chop.
Why did
She
Chingy
threw it
say
at
that?
me like a-
Because
And what did we do?
Because we did
in
that.
the club doing the chicken head
We did
for
that.
a pork chop.
Because why was we giving it what we had for a pork chop out of all the things to give it?
We gave it.
But on
Gave
the
it all.
real, you sit up there and you end up getting these people in your circle and now you have no control and you really are just selling your soul. And
Yeah.
I feel like you look at some of these artists when they by themselves, they independent, right? And they put out a lot of music, like a lot of stuff that we like, but then they sign to somebody. And like you just see their soul
Yeah.
leave their body. Like
The
you-
artistry changes because they're no longer
Absolutely.
doing it for the love of the music or the art or whatever. Now they doing it to go platinum in the clubs,
Absolutely.
or to get on TikTok and that make people dance. And so,
or you're being Diddy because Diddy did it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that Diddy definitely did it. If anybody needed to know who done it, it was Diddy who did it.
now look.
Allegedly.
Now,
Allegedly.
now, who did you say did it?
Diddy did it?
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I heard you correctly.
Allegedly.
I just wanted to. I didn't know if we was hearing the same thing. I was confused about who had done it.
Because
but you
that'll
had
rob your
confirmed.
soul right there.
Now-
If I got to do any of that,
Ugh,
Lord
God.
have mercy. I'm telling
Well,
you.
my question is like, I know everybody has a price, and I'm going to tell you now, mine's in the millions. If anybody watching this, mine's in the millions. Okay, so don't come over here thinking you about to make me a thousandaire. Okay,
Like,
not about to come over here and make me no thousandaire.
Don't ever think that.
Don't think that.
Don't ever think
It's
that.
gonna be in the millions.
Yeah.
But I think some things just cannot be bought. And my integrity, my peace of mind,
Moral
what my
compass.
parents think about me, like, I just don't see myself doing something that'll make my niece log into Instagram and be like, TT, why you acting? So I think,
That part.
and it's not just I care so much about what people think about me, but it's more so, who do I want to be? How do I want to show up in society?
Absolutely.
And so I think having the right people around you will help with, making those kinds of decisions. Because, entrepreneur or not, your word is all you have.
That's it.
And once people find out that you can't be trusted or you don't know what you're doing, like for some time, some opportunities only come around once. And people love to say, what's for you won't miss you. But let me just tell you, yes, it will.
Yes, it will.
It will if you're not ready.
Yep.
If you're not
Yep.
if you're not dedicated enough, if you don't work hard enough,
Yep.
the things that are meant for you will absolutely pass you by and go to somebody less qualified. And you'll be sitting there trying to figure out,
But
I
they
don't know
more
what happened.
advantageous and more ambitious.
They get up and they go after it.
That's it. Because we see the people y'all make famous. And I'm mad I keep talking about this. I feel like it keep coming
Go
up.
ahead.
We see the people that y'all make famous. The likes that y'all be like tuning into. The what is it? What's her name? What's her name? Krishan Rocks.
Oh.
Not me.
No, that's just her.
No.
She feel like that, not me.
Krishan Rock. Y'all seen that ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Netta and Charles.
Yeah.
We seen that ridiculous.
Yeah.
We even seen something about you, girl. What's his name? JJ Fish?
Ice JJ Fish, child.
Girl, we seen it.
This
we
man dropped the whole album on y'all.
Hot got him. We seen, like, these the people
Yeah.
y'all want
But
to be in the limelight.
I don't think that these people really be. Obviously, these people are mocking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we're not laughing with y'all.
I know.
We're
And it's
laughing
sad
at you.
because they don't know. This is the
Exactly.
saddest part is that you see these individuals and they feel like they on top of the world. Like, I'm a celebrity. Everybody love me. But really, you're the butt of the joke.
Right.
And that's the problem. Like, making fun of people.
Yeah.
We all
Let me
do
tell you
it.
something.
It's not cool,
something
though.
about Shamar.
Shamar. Another one. Yet another one.
There is no reason why y'all got this man every other video
every other video.
making fun of.
every
Does he have scoliosis? What is
Yes.
his? Okay,
Yes.
so making fun of this man because you're not his friend for real.
At all.
Making fun of him trying to get clout because people are at this point people have taken advantage of whatever disability or ailment that he has, and I'm trying to be as delicate with it as possible, but like it's disgusting the stuff that y'all do to people. Sometimes you get these people high up on these pedestals to basically be eviscerated, because they're not
ready. They're
You know
not
what I'm saying?
equipped. They
People
don't know what they're doing.
people are not like, oh, we love you so much and you're so talented. What talent?
They're
What
bringing
talent?
you here to make fun of you.
Come on.
To be a clown.
Come
At
on.
the Soul Circus.
And guess who's the ringleader?
Exactly. Like, no, don't set that man up like that. But Shamar get too smart.
He do.
He be getting a little bit too smart.
And I think that's why people be like,
Exactly.
people be like, okay, now we finna cook you now.
Exactly.
You
like,
got about 2.3 seconds.
Thank you. Like,
But I just hope that they, like the people that do these types of things, we talk about this all the time when somebody like kind of crash out in public or whatever.
Yeah.
And I really want y'all to surround yourself with better people to make better decisions because even people higher up need to be checked every now and then.
Yes.
You don't know everything. I don't know everything.
Yes.
I run stuff by people all the time. And one thing I
Facts.
shared this with her.
I'm about to say
before I open my mouth, I'm gonna put it in ChatGPT because I know me. I know my attitude and my character comes out a little bit. And sometimes people might think I'm upset or they think I'm playing or they think, they don't know what to think because they can't read my tone sometimes. So I'm like, let me just remove all emotion from this before I send it because I need another unbiased party to help me relay this information. And so I think that that's just something that everybody needs. Like the older you get, the more you need to just understand that other people can help you.
So true. You need people. Like you said, you don't know everything. Yeah. You don't know everything and rest in that. Like stop trying to be a know-it-all. Yeah. You ain't gonna know everything and you need to surround yourself with people who know more than you.
Absolutely.
Those are the best type of people. The people you get to learn from for free.
Exactly.
Just know more than you. They ain't charging
and
you.
And who don't mind pouring into you.
Because
I think that too, like, my thing is, I don't mind giving away information for free because I know 99% of the people ain't gonna act on it. No, so
right.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I can say some stuff, half of y'all ain't gonna do it.
Right,
Some of y'all listen, some of y'all don't. But the people who need it, they get it, they hear it, and so I'm not gonna hold on to nothing. Like giving you free game don't hurt
at all.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not taking anything away from me to help somebody else. So I think it's just two parts. Like people need to be receptive, and then people need to freely give.
Agree.
You know what I mean? To help everybody.
Agree. And that's the problem. People don't want to help everybody or don't feel like they need to. But I think that people should try. Like it's enough money out here for all of us. I'm telling you.
Like, and the American government can back this up. They are shelling out dollars for the stupidest things.
Lord,
every day my tax dollars go to something else dumb that I can't even. I don't even get to reap the benefit of. So it is what it is. I know. Friend, you want to move to Spain?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. You didn't let me give you no details.
I don't care. I just want to go. Get flustered.
All right.
Get too much.
She said it first. Live from Lisbon, Portugal. Okay. All the way on the other side of the country.
Gone.
The planet. Switching gears just a little bit. I know that this story is making headlines everywhere, and people just really are. There's a lot of tension around this. Tragic story in Frisco, Texas. The high school track and field participant, 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony, was arrested and charged with murder after stabbing another high school student to death. Now, Austin Metcalf is the 17-year-old that he unalived. According to reports, Metcalf went to a rival school. Basically, he asked them to move from his seat. Karmelo said, "I'm not doing it." A little scuffle ensued. He pulled a knife out of his backpack, shanked him, and rest in peace to that man.
What?
Yeah. And it's crazy because people are, of course, they've raised over $300,000 for Karmelo's GoFundMe. And I'm going to be honest, I'm a little on the fence about this.
Really?
Because I understand that he was defending himself. I don't know if stabbing is like, did it have to be stabbing? Like, I don't know. Because I don't know. I probably would have just told my kid to leave. You're 17. It doesn't matter. You have a future. You know what I'm saying? And why you got a knife at a high
That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like, are you just waiting for this to happen?
Yeah,
like,
right.
you just on guard like that where you just got to have a knife on you? Like, and then that makes me feel like if you have a knife on you, this can't be the first time you've gotten into like something serious, like an altercation. So I'll be feeling like when certain things happen with certain kids and like principals or teachers and things like that don't act on it or do something about it or try to like keep a close eye on this student, this is how things like that happen to me. Like I know it can happen off the whim, but he came to school with a knife on him like he was just ready for whatever. That's what I'm saying.
Like, why did you think you needed it?
Yeah, why did you think you needed that?
I think two things can be true. I think we can say that these children should not have been picking on him.
Yeah.
And they should have been somewhere doing something else.
Yeah.
But also, you didn't need to stab this boy.
You did not need to stab him.
Because now you got a record. People are literally calling it, this boy might have been straight A student, went to, Harvard. We don't know. But now all we know about him is he got the same name as a famous basketball player, and he's a murderer.
Oh my God.
That's what he's been reduced to. And I think that's so unfortunate because, it just didn't have to be like that. But I don't know. You think the black community is wrong for supporting it?
Supporting him shanking his boy? Are you kidding me?
Lynee.
What? I mean, I know we're not in jail, but I mean, this is jail activity.
It's giving criminal.
Penitentiary.
It's time to go to trial. It's time to go to trial. Ma'am, we are canceled. We are canceled after this. As a matter of fact, we're just going to go ahead and sign off. Thank y'all so much for hanging out.
For the last time.
For the very last time. She's done talking, actually. She's not saying anything else. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate it. It's been a year. We out.
I'm sorry.
But no, what are you?
They're saying because he got bullied, he had a right to stab him. I
think what a lot of people are saying.
Yikes.
And that's a far reach for me because me personally, I feel like you remember Jerome on Snowfall. He said, "Teach your boy how to squabble."
Yeah,
I feel like we need to start back teaching these kids how to squabble. Real. Because back in the day, like I ain't have no gun, I ain't have no knife. Like, baby, we finna go at it.
We had to
until
fight.
we done going at it.
Thank you.
You know,
and if we got the whole my life, I had to fight every time I see you.
I see you.
Yes,
it's on site.
Yes, so every time. And it's like, why we not fighting no more? That's the problem. Like, when we start jumping the gun, we literally started jumping the gun.
Literally jumping to the gun, straight to the gun.
Like, straight to the gun. Like, chill. We just need to wreck. These are kids. It's nothing wrong with fighting it out. You know, like, I just believe more in that. And I know I should not be promoting violence.
I would rather y'all get to scrapping. Somebody got a little black eye or something for a week or so. And then we go back to whatever we was doing. I just feel like
we know we don't like each other.
It's so crazy to... One thing is for these twin boys to be bullying or harassing this little black kid because now we automatically gonna make it racial. Yeah. You know, that's off top. Now we got to make it racial. Yeah. But also, bro, you carrying around a knife. You done stabbed this dude and you ain't just slice him. You ain't slice. You hit a man. You hit a main organ. You know what I'm saying? So he's gone. He died in his twin brother's arms. And now we sitting up here talking about you as a possible murder suspect. Yeah. Like that's you gonna be on trial for murder. Yeah. So
I can't stand behind that. I can't stand behind that. I can't. I'm sorry, y'all. That ain't it. That ain't how you can go about it. It's different ways to go about it. That can't be the first resort. It just can't be the first. That was the first thing he thought to do. And he had it ready, you know? Yeah. So like I said, put your kids in boxing, taekwondo, you know, do what you got to do. But weapons and things like that should be the last thing you teach them how to defend themselves.
Because I think weapons are for that's for escalated stuff. Like as an adult, I have a firearm. Yeah. But as a 17-year-old, you don't need a knife or any type. You know what I'm saying? Like, you 17. And I'm wondering, like, where would my child be where they would need a knife? This man was at a track meet. Right. If you can't go to Bellinoches,
where the hell could you go?
I'm sorry, y'all.
Y'all, this is... Why is this happening for this segment?
This is the last episode we're going to do. We are fired. Okay,
right.
I'm finna start doing OnlyFans. What your feet look like?
I was about to say, because I honestly been thinking about it, friend. You just need baby oils
I feel like we should
and a pedicure.
We should do a joint OnlyFans. I think that would get way more dollars.
You think so?
Girl, 4 feet.
We're going to be rubbing
4
feet
feet
together.
For the price of 2.
4 feet for the price of 2.
We're going to get them a 4 for 2.
Girl, because I'm about to get the baby oil. We really about to lather these toes on
We can have a we gotta have like a chocolate sauce and caramel fight.
With our toes, like wrestling. Yeah, like wrestling.
And then my big toe can pin your big toe, and you go 1, 2. Yeah, you gotta.
And then I gotta tap out.
Yeah, tap out. I think we can do that. So on the next episode of She Said It First, we're gonna have
no, we're not.
Chocolate sauce foot wrestling.
No, we're not. No, you're not.
Y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna have a link in my bio after this episode.
Ain't no link gonna be in that bio.
The link is up there.
You better go to Thailand.
We already did
That's
promo.
The link in the bio. You see it in Thailand.
We did promo for this already. I don't know why Lynee's playing. We got the foot. We did a foot photo shoot.
Why was she saying like
last week?
Those people are scary. The ones that lie straight to your face like that. You watch out for the ones that would just lie straight for no reason like that.
We did a photo shoot last week.
A photo shoot is crazy.
And all I'm gonna say is, bring your whipped cream, guys. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so the last story we're gonna cover is a little bit more, it's a little more fun, I guess, a little less serious. Yeah. So when you at the house and you laying in the bed with your significant other, your boo, your bae, your round away, your day one, and you start talking.
Yeah. Talking.
Now, I mean talking.
Okay.
We talking. Like what? Girl. Like what is it okay to talk about? Because I think pillow talk is going to happen. if you trust your person, especially like in a marriage.
Yeah.
So what is like too far? Because as my homegirl, why is you telling your man that I got evicted?
Because you need somewhere to stay. You need to know why you need to stay at the house.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, yeah, we got to talk about that.
Because I don't want you to just be talking to him and then y'all don't help me.
No,
you know, Jerrilyn got evicted. Wonder what she gonna do. Bitch, you done told my business. What is wrong with you?
That's messed up.
That's what people do.
Real.
They take your business for fun, for
that
sport.
Is crazy. Girl, I don't know. I do feel like it get tricky. Because that's your person. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so sometimes you just be talking about your day.
Right.
And then like you might slip up and say something. But I think you always got to respect the privacy of your friend, especially if it's something like she got an STD or like something incurable. Don't go running and telling your partner.
She tested positive for AIDS yesterday.
You know what I'm saying? She is
just full-blown AIDS.
Positive.
AIDS.
Okay?
Full-blown AIDS.
Like, girl,
what are we going to do?
Don't
now,
you
she
tell
can't come to the house.
I know, he don't want you drinking on her. He bring you all paper.
Because you know how people are.
Girl, he be like, you can use the paper cup.
Right.
You know, like, I don't want...
Talking about, can you wait outside while we
Exactly. Like, I just think certain stuff to protect your friend. If you really a friend, you should know what not to say to protect her. And don't have her around people and everybody kind of looking at her weird. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't right.
Yeah.
Just like, if your friend go through, like, domestic violence and something serious happened, but she's still with him. Like, I wouldn't dare talk to my person about that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just too much judgment. I don't want to place judgment on my friend.
Now, me personally, I'm going to talk about it one time.
You going to bring it up?
I'm going to bring it up one time. Because, sis, are you staying or are you going?
Right.
And my thing is, I had a girl one time, she was like, he's acting up. Do you think you and your man could come over? And I said, I'm going to stop you right there.
No.
The only man you need to be contacting is the man.
Jesus
police.
Christ. Oh.
You need to... Now, why would she call Jesus?
Jesus Christ, call on the Lord.
Calling on the Lord while being abused is crazy. Lynee, what? Because what are you and God talking about while this man ping pong in your head against the washer and dryer?
I thought you were talking about the Lord.
Absolutely. No, that's what you do in your prayer closet. Because why this man is...
Jerrilyn, every time you go through something, they always be like, pray about it.
Okay.
I'm praying for you. That's how people solve problems.
And also, there was a line in a famous movie called The Color Purple where Sophia had found out that Celie was getting abused, and she looked her dead in the face and she said, you better bash Mister's head in and think about heaven later. Yeah. And I'm one of those bash Mister's head in type of people. So I feel like when it comes to stuff like that, you know, I would never just blab your business. But also, like, my goal is to make sure, as my friend, that you're safe.
Yes.
So you can't tell me that this man whooping on you,
girl,
and think we just gonna be keeping it cool.
Yeah,
because
that's how I feel.
You think he can come to the cookout? Like,
no.
You think we finna go grab drinks together or something?
But then, like, friend, this is the worst part about these type of situations, because I feel exactly like you do, but then that's when you lose your friend.
Exactly.
Like, you don't see her.
Because I can't see you no more.
If he can't come, then I'm not coming. If he can't be around, then I'm not. And it's so sad because now she's enduring all of that by herself. Yeah. Like, because, like, we won't have, I just can't sit and be fake with no nigga that's wilding, though. I just can't do it.
Because every question, every comment gonna have to be about why you whooping on my friend.
Thank you. Never have I ever beat the hell out of my friend.
Like, domestic violence edition. Raise your hand.
Exactly.
Raise your hand.
Seriously, and the minute I make a fist, he going for real, because
and I'm toe to toe with you.
What we talking about? I'm not gonna sit in no man for. I don't care if you stay. I can't be fake around him.
Especially that though. Especially that. Like if you cheated a couple times and she took you back, that ain't my business, y'all. You want to do that? Okay.
Yeah.
But if this man is physically whooping on you, now I'm gonna tell you either way you need to leave. But come on now.
Don't expect me
to
support it.
I'm gonna be like, oh, my bad, I accidentally called the police, y'all.
Right. Now doing a wellness check.
Now he outside and you got all these bruises on you, and I guess you got to explain to the police what happened.
What happened? You know.
And that's crazy. I got these text messages in my phone.
Right. That just for
she had just told me that he hit her.
Thank you. That's exactly.
I mean, I'm not saying I have proof, officer. I'm just saying I have 6 months worth of text messages here.
That if you want to see them, you can.
If you need a transcription, there's an app on my phone that can get it to you in 2 minutes.
Absolutely.
What's your email address?
Absolutely. And that's how friends should be.
Yeah.
Those are your real friends. Like, I don't think, and this is just a message to anybody who might be going through this, like, don't disconnect from those friends. Mm-hmm. Because even though you may not understand, like, how she's moving or may not agree with how she's moving, you told her for a reason because that's your friend, so you know how she is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know how she is. You really want to leave, but you don't know how. Allow your friend, if she going to do that for you, take the out. That's my thing. Like, just take the out. Like, don't keep going back. But it's so much harder said than done. It's just, I know that they say it takes 7 times for a woman to actually leave.
Well, which women are they studying?
Okay.
Because it took me.
Jerrilyn, you build different.
The first time, listen, I don't even like a nigga to sneeze wrong around me.
You blinking too loud. I can't stand when a nigga blink too loud.
The way you ate your soup last
Girl,
night,
I wasn't a fan. When you talk. I don't
but
like
I do.
it.
I am like that though, and I think too because I saw so much domestic violence, not like in my home, but like I was around it. I knew of people that were going through it, and so I could never. Like, I knew off top, I don't want that for myself.
Absolutely
like
not.
drug addiction and stuff like poverty and stuff like that. I seen too much of that growing up. I was like, I will never
allow
and
that.
So every time a nigga bark at me loud, I'd be like,
Girl, me too. Girl, and I turn into somebody else because you know I'm a Gemini. I have a really fun, exciting side, and then I got a crazy. No. She real different when she show up, and it's like night and day, and people be like so confused because it is so drastic. That other person come forth, I'm no longer in control. Like if y'all ever watch Inner Crazy, she really exists. I bring her to the screen so y'all know she really inside of here, and she the minute like you elevating, or I feel like you getting a little bit too smart with me, or you think you about to sass me and talk to me crazy, I just let her take the wheel. No. And whatever happens, happens.
Your hands still got to be on the wheel.
Nope. I get right in the back seat too, so I can't even reach the reel. I can't even reach it. It's all out of reach.
Because we can all die today.
Exactly. And I'm going to be cool with that. Because I stand 10 toes deep on whatever happens next.
And you know what, friend? I support your decision. I support it. I kind of like that too. I think I'm cool until I'm not.
Yeah.
And I don't know if, I don't probably go full throttle, but I done been in some situations where I was like, you know what, I probably shouldn't have stabbed him. You know, I probably shouldn't have, you know what I'm saying?
No, allegedly, she didn't do that.
No, I would never stab nobody
she never
twice.
did that.
But I think that, you know, it's one of them things where you just, especially when it comes to relationships, like you just have to be careful what you say.
Yes.
At the end of the day, people have their pride. People like to feel respected.
Yes.
Men, women, everybody. It's only so much somebody is going to accept in a relationship. And I think that goes for gossiping and pillow talk too.
Yeah.
Like you tell the wrong thing, we can't.
We can't.
We can't be friends no more. We can't be together no more. Like why do your mama know?
Why do your
mama know about my favorite sex position?
My God. Like, why are you just disclosing all my personal information?
That's too much pillow talking.
Girl.
Yeah, we done talked too much. You talked out.
When talking about pillow talking, why do people go to the internet?
At this point, you sharing pillows.
Girl,
like that's too much.
Exactly.
Baby, you at Bed Bath & Beyond.
It be the people that be on the internet telling
that's too much.
all the business.
That's not pillow talking. At that point, that is well, somebody said if you tell me you really have a problem. If you tell other people, you just want attention.
Hello.
So I think that I try to keep that in mind. Like before I have to say some crazy stuff. But when it comes to people that I care about, I'm going to go to that person and then say, Lynee, like last week when we was talking, you kind of hurt my feelings a little bit because I value your place in my life.
Absolutely.
If I don't care, I probably won't bring it up.
That's true.
I'd probably be like, I don't care. I ain't gonna see her no more.
Yeah, it don't matter. You know? Like we don't even gotta be cool.
I'm gonna see her next Thursday one more time, and I ain't gonna see her no more.
That's it.
So I don't care. You know, but I think people don't know how to make that delineation sometimes, and so I think if you value somebody,
what was that SAT? Delineation. Girl. You hear that SAT come out? That girl is smart. She knows a lot.
I mean, I read sometimes.
Yes,
a book or
delineation.
I be at coffee houses, book clubs.
Yes, I love that.
But no, sometimes I think you gotta just, you gotta know who you like, how I care about you. Like, is this something that? Because honestly, like, real relationships, friendships, like people that want to be in your life. I heard what you said. I'm sorry I violated your boundary. This is what we can do moving forward. Like, it's not a thing.
It's not.
It's not a thing to people that really want to be in your space.
So true.
People that have a problem with your boundaries just wanted to violate them. That's it. You mad I have a boundary now because you was trying to take advantage of me.
And I wouldn't let you.
And come on outside real quick so I can talk to you about the dumpster.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay?
Woo, Jesus. I can't stand that. When I set boundaries for people and they get offended, it just lets me know everything I need to know about that person. Yeah. Like, you literally just want to be disrespectful. Yeah. Because that's how I feel. Like, I'm telling you what's bothering me, and you still insist on doing what you want to do. I have a huge problem with, and I think that sometimes it can be kind of hard to set boundaries, especially if it's not something that you like comfortable with.
Right.
You know, like it could be difficult to like stand up for yourself, but it's always worth a shot. Like try, even if you got to write it down and send it to them, baby, put it on a note, do it old school, whatever you got to do, because that will allow you to still just like develop as an adult. I think like when you set boundaries and you learn how to say no and stand up for yourself, it's developing you for the next phase in your life. Like you get to experience something different. But as long as you continue to let people step over you or, you know, do things to you, you're going to continue to go through that same cycle.
We literally just talked about this. My whole notion is if I already ain't getting what I want anyway,
That part.
I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what I want. Like, you
Let the
already
church
ain't
say
doing
amen.
what I need, so I might as well just be truthful and say, hey, I don't really like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
The worst thing that can happen is you say, I don't care.
Yeah.
And okay, now I know where we stand. I ain't got to deal with you no more.
Right.
But I'm not about to be in a situation that could be long-term and just be unhappy. And
That
you
part.
think it's cool. No, it's not cool. So
Totally
there is a
agree.
way to be respectful and be honest and open and, you know, just let people know what the deal is. And you don't have to be, you know, mean about it, but I don't know, sometimes.
Be straightforward.
Yeah, just be straightforward.
Yeah, not mean, not rude, not unprofessional. You could just be straightforward.
Honest.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Be honest. Don't lie.
That's the that's the magic. And I'm so glad we're talking about honesty because the link to me and Lynee's OnlyFans.
We are not
If
doing.
you go to my profile,
I wish y'all would.
click the link in
You
my
better
bio.
go to Thailand.
Me and,
That's the
me
only
and
link in
Lynee
there.
are going to be
We are not.
chocolate sauce foot wrestling
It's not happening.
on Mondays
You are
from 5
summoning
to 7
these
p.m.
foot fetish people.
Eastern Standard Time.
You're stressing me out. I'm getting stressed. I am getting stressed.
I'm just kidding, guys. No, but seriously though, make sure y'all check us out on all of our social media, but make
Yes.
sure you also sign up for the Thailand trip. October 24th through the 30th. We're going to be going to a whole nother country on the other side of the planet. I'm
know.
excited about that.
I'm so
it's all
excited.
inclusive. The only thing you got to pay for separately is your flight. But that's up to you because we don't know where y'all stay at. We can't book y'all flight for y'all.
That's true.
If we could, I promise you we would.
Yeah.
But early birds get $350 off.
For sure.
So, I mean, $1,500 for Thailand.
Come on.
7
You're not
days.
beating that.
Sounds like a plan to me. Y'all
love
get
that.
your man, your boo, your bae, your cousin, your sister, your auntie, uncle.
Whoever.
Whoever.
To whom it may concern.
That's it.
All right.
Come on.
All right, y'all. Well, look, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
I hate
okay?
this part.
I know. But it's all good because we will be back Thursday. Okay? Like clockwork. You can go ahead and tune in on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know every time we upload. And we out.
Bye.